Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and your Atlanta Thrashers GM mode, rebuild. We're here in free agency and I'm going to break it down real quick on what I'm thinking for the future of this team and how it goes. First, we're going to jump right into the coaching and the coaching and scouts. The scouts are already done. We have all of our scouts that we do need. I mean, we can go out and pick up better rated scouts, but like in their regions, they're all pretty much A plus, so that is good. Coaches, yes, we can go out and get a better coach. A pluses all across the boards, or at pretty much as close to that as possible. But most of them are pretty much the same scheme fit to our players and or worse. So I don't want to do that. We will be getting an associate coach out of one of these coaches here. But first, we're going to keep Keith for another year. We made the playoffs with him last year. I understand his teaching and power play aren't A plus as well, but he could grow that as well with another possibly good, if not great season. He has 1 year left. We can work with that. We have a defensive coach, same thing. Like in the future, our head coach could possibly be Dawson or Acker. They both have a teaching. They could be that, most likely not. They could be a better associate coach or assistant coach, because apparently, associate coach is the power play. So you want and his other stats don't matter apparently. I've never known that in this game in all the years I've played, but apparently that doesn't matter. I've always just tried to get a well balanced backup coaches and all that, but associate coach, only thing that matters is power play, and assistant coach, the only thing that matters is penalty kill, and then goalies is just teaching, which I've always tried to get as well-rounded, all the way around type of coaches as possible. So that's another new thing I learned after all the years that I've been playing these games. That's cool. And then when it comes to the team, our top players, top two, Guentzel and Reinhardt. Guentzel, yes, it says Guentzel is a sniper, but the way he's simulated this year, I'm not talking about like in real life, the way he simulated in this year's game, yes, he's gotten goals, but he's more of an assist man. He does throw the body. He's not much of a two-way player, but he's more of an assist sniper. He's more of a playmaking body checker, which is kind of funny the way his stats are. It's just crazy like that for some reason. We can try another season with that, and then Sam Reinhart, more of a playmaker who does throw the body, and he's more of a two-way player, a two-way playmaker, more like that. But with the contracts, we technically already have our centers. We can rock with them the way we did last year. Let this play out. Ishk, he could be the fifth center, the one we bring up and down. Left wings, we could work with that, but we already got 3. We just need, technically 4 and 5 if you want to have that. So like maybe a 4th liner or another 3rd liner. We'll see about that. Then over here, we already have, does Arvidsson, do we go out and get, a 1st and a 2nd liner? Or do we just go out and get like a 3rd liner, let Arvidsson go on the 2nd line again, and then we got, 3 and 4, and then go out and get another 5th right winger just to bring up for injuries possibly. And then when it comes to defense, we don't have to worry about defense. Defense is set for now. The Vishk, I do, I do want to bring him up because he's a medium elite depth defender. I would like to bring him up and possibly use him, but we don't have space up here. We really don't have space. Like the only who do I trade away? Do I trade away Valimaki? But I could also use him as somebody for extra injuries because we already have the 7 with Bjornfort and all these are our top 7. Valimaki was just in the AHL last year. Do I get rid of him or do I keep him with Vish in the AHL? And if there are any extra injuries, Vish is the first person I call up to use. Depending on how he grows from now until the season start, he could gain another couple overalls, or he could not. But I would like to use him to see him grow. And then goalies, you might think I'm crazy, but Joel, after that last season, his simulation could be bad this upcoming season, but I want to see how he simulates another full season as an 83 overall now as a starter. I mixed Starter and Dostal's name together, and then Dostal can be the backup or possibly trade away if he's not doing good. And then in the system to help grow our players down there, Primu, I'm just gonna call him Primu, he can be the full-time AHL starter because he didn't really start last year. He got 19 starts, but not enough. So that's what I'm thinking. And if you watch the last video, you already know who's on free agency, and our contracts, the way it lines up, we don't need Victor Hedman. Victor Hedman would be great to help grow the players, but we already have depth there. Last year, our problem was scoring. When it came to the power play, 17%. Like in the playoffs, we were 1-18 on power play. We could trade pieces away and then try to bring in maybe another two-way player or something to help with the defensive side. But our defenders, after maybe another good simulation, and maybe since our goalkeeper has gone up in overalls, we could maybe get a better simulation and maybe let in some less goals. Or even, yes, we signed Arvidsson to a 1-year extension. Then do we get rid of him, clear up that $4 million, and say go after? Well, there's really nobody in here that I would want to go for other than the person I'm going to sign. Do we get Perron? But he's already 36 years old. He's going to probably drop in a couple overalls. I want to make the playoffs with this team again, but give us that chance and give us that possible next step, that big boost of player. I could go out and sign Sam Bennett or Shane Monahan or Winberg or Roslovich. One of these players I could sign and they could play as an extra winger. This is what I'm thinking. In my head, Victor Hedman, we already have a defense, and it would be crazy to even sign him for 2 years because he's already 33. And yes, he has that franchise potential this year, but next year he might lose that franchise potential and then immediately start to drop and be right under 90s. Mitch Marner, yes, we could sign him, but do we really need another playmaker? And he only technically fits on the second line, but do we really need another playmaker on this team? He's more of a playmaker two-way, but for a little bit more, Brad Marchand, a few years ago, this would have been the pick to pick up. He's a great two-way player, and he can also score. What I'm thinking, now hear me out, we signed Mikko Rantanen for a couple years. See how that works with us next year and see where we can take the team. Can we advance the team Or do we need to take another step back and see what to do with this team? I need a scorer, and this is the guy. Yes, I have Jake Guentzel, and I could try to experiment and put Mitch Marner alongside of him and have Sam Reinhart have two playmakers alongside of him. But if he was the primary scorer last year on the power play and all that, where were the goals from that? We need somebody who simulates and takes a lot of shots, and this is the guy. I have $20 million. I can go out and offer him 2 years. He only wants 11 million for those 2 years. Hell, I can even sign him for 6 years at 11 million. Take that big pay cut, but I know teams are going to come for him. I can boost it up. I was in my head thinking even 15 million. I can boost it up 14 and a half. I can save that extra 6 million that I have and help build out, assign a couple more players that we possibly need for the bottom lines. Go out and see who fits in those. Maybe a little bit more penalty killing to help with that defense on the bottom lines. But this is going to be our guy for a couple years, and hell, at the end of this season, we still have another season with him. We'll see how that simulates, and then see what kind of contract he has, and then lock him up with the same kind of time period as Sam Reinhart and Jake Guentzel, and we'll see where that goes. And he's our franchise guy. I understand this is the easy way out. We can wait and draft a franchise guy, or hold on to Mikko Rantanen and wait till that franchise guy comes up on the draft, and then get rid of now and build towards the future. Get the young guys. Get everything that we need right now. This is an expansion team. I'm going for playoffs and wins that Atlanta didn't get. This is the guy to help possibly make this team a deadly threat, especially that first line with a couple guys who already have gold X factors. This is the third gold X factor. This is what I'm doing. 2 years at 14 and a half. If I don't get them, we got all these older guys down here. But 14 and a half, I got 6.3 left. And what I'm thinking in the bottom lines, if we go back, we already have a couple of right wingers that we could go to. Yes, we can get a couple of these guys like Pavelski, but he could also drop in overalls. I mean, he already did. He was an 89, now he's an 87. Palmieri, another two-way player. Nyquist, a depth scorer. A couple of these guys, you can get Phil the Thrill. Not really, but left wing, Iafallo, or we go to centers and get somebody like Broslovich who can play center but also play winger to help somebody like Victor Arvidsson. Or even better, a little bit cheaper, quotes, we team up Sam Reinhart and Bennett again, a couple two-way players, or we even go after Shane Monahan. These two guys. You can see Sam Bennett last year simulates 55 points. He does take shots. He is on the power play, but he would be on the PK. He throws the body. He does take the puck away a little bit. Shane, same thing. Doesn't really take the body away, but also he didn't play that much last year. He was injured. That's probably why his contract is cheaper. Do we go after Sam Bennett? He only wants a 1-year deal, so it's not that big of a risk or an ask. That's all the things that I'm thinking of in my mind. Yes, we had Jonathan Toews, but this is the younger version. Well, not really, the way Jonathan Toews was, but the way that Jonathan Toews is playing now in the simulation, all that, that's Sam Bennett. I could go out and get Nemestek Nemesteknov. Wow, I'm butchering that name right now. Sorry, but I could go out and get David Braun, but once again, a little bit older. Iafallo, I could get him. He's even a little bit cheaper, but does it work out? Maybe, maybe not. Will he be killing power plays? Yeah, but he doesn't really do that. Sam Bennett, I know he works on the penalty kills, and that's one of the things that we can help with defense wise. So that's why I was leading towards Sam Bennett out of all the people. We need at least somebody we know that can work on the penalty kill to help with the defensive side, to help with less scoring and help our PK overall. Going in with the contract of what it is with Mika, why am I butchering it? Rantanen. $4 million. We got another $1.8 million left, and that could be the extra two-way players that we sign. So, Sam Bennett, welcome to the. Well, not welcome, but I'm sending you a contract, and yes, 2 years, because he could be the person that plays on those bottom lines. I know he's a top 6 player, but his overalls are locked in. He could play on the bottom 6, most likely the third line. He can be the lockdown third line person and our top PK specialist. And if we sign those two, we go around and we can choose a couple depth defenders or depth players that two-way, and then possibly even some a little bit younger players like some of these guys to help fill out our AHL team and help those people grow, because we really don't have prospects on this team. That's where this draft is coming in. That's why I don't want to trade away any of our picks just yet, unless we are in a great playoff spot and it will help with the depth of the team in the playoff push. But we really need to focus on scouting this year and work on that. But here we go. We have those two signed. We're going to go over to coaching. And for our NHL side, I really want to get a coach that has forwards and power play. With this, we can go down to some of these coaches here, that are probably not going to get signed, who teams aren't interested in, like Vandermeer, and sign him. Yes, budget remaining, but hey, we're in Atlanta and we're trying to win. We're trying to turn around the franchise of the Atlanta Thrashers that have failed twice before. Yes, throwing money isn't the answer at it, but this could really help. He could really help out our power play line. Hopefully he accepts that. I gave him 1.5. He wants 1.1. Please come in and help the power play of this team. Rantanen, please sign with us. Sam, please sign with us. This could take the team to an extra step. 1 day, 2 days. We got the coach. He's here. 3 days in, no one's signed yet. Normally it takes a week. No one's going after Rantanen. Did I overpay? Yes. Did I possibly secure a top franchise Stanley Cup winning proven player? Yes. Day 4. Day 5. Sam Bennett decided to go to the Pittsburgh Penguins. That is a kick in the nuts. Okay. We need to evaluate that after, but first off, Rantanen. we got Rantanen. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. Your cash offer was most generous. It was really quite easy to make up my mind on your offer. We got a top player in this could be not drafting wise, but this could be Kovalchuk for Atlanta. And look at that in the playoffs, 17 points in 20 games. Could that be better? Yes. But we needed that. Now okay, we got 7.3, even better. We have a little bit more money. We could sign a couple more players for that, a couple depth players. But let's take a look at it now. Let's go to our contracts. Let's get settled through it. Yes, he's 14 million. Yes, it's a lot. Okay, we got 1 and 2 right here. Domi. We got Geeky on the 3rd. We got Sturm on the 4th. You know, a couple of these guys, it's not going to show us in contracts or anything like that. A screen for all season to see what your team could possibly look like. You know, nothing's set in there. Like, you can just set the players kind of like the MLB roster that they have. You can kind of see who's there, or the NFL Madden rosters. You can go there and kind of see who's in the position, kind of move it around. But we got 1 and 2 right here. We got 3 and 4, and possibly 5. We can go out and sign an extra 5th person and have them be the AHL call-up always, and help and be the #1 center down there. But I also want to grow these guys, see what could happen with them. But yes, this is it. We got Sam, Gensel at 1, then we got possibly, do we sign a second liner here and have Milano shoot down to the 3rd? We have the money to do that. But this is our first line. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. That is a first line that every team should fear. Then we got Arvidsson. Now, do we go out and sign a second liner for that, and then have 3 and 4? But priority is going to be somebody that can work on the PK. So that's that. So we got possibly 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That could be our second line. Not the greatest second line, but that could work. But do we go out and get somebody 3rd line center, and then move Geeky over to the right side, and then move Connor over to the left side? Work something out like that. Add a little bit of depth. So we're going to hit free agency and go see. But as you can see, everyone 1-year contracts here, 1 year, 2 years on Fermenton. Because it's 1.3, it's real cheap. Domi's got 4 years, but second line center. Everyone's on 1 years. That's 1 year deals. That's why I signed Rantanen to that 2-year deal, because those contracts are coming. We can add people, possibly drafts. And then on defense, we got a couple, almost 30-year-olds that have a few years left, but these guys are locked into honestly great deals as defensemen, because defensemen in this game, once they get up to these mid 80s and a little bit higher, 88, 80s, 9s, they're asking for 7, 8, 9, 10 million dollars. So these contracts are great. They're locked in. That's what could help build our forward core and possibly the team for the future. The only one that could ask for possibly $3 or $4 million is Schilling, but we have Bjornfurt that could step into that role. We got Wisniewski, who can absolutely step into that role. Schilling leaves, and then he steps right in, and it's him and Boquist that we can have. Boquist, I would like to see him grow, but he's sitting at 82 overall. He's been sitting at 82 overall. He might not grow, but as you can see, that's why we need also to work on finding possible low elites, or even medium elites in the draft. But yeah, these are our goalies. I'm not touching that. So with this 7.3, what do we do with the forward core? What do we build with the forward core? And I would like to, we already have our possible power plays we set up and all that. So we're going to go to UFA centers. we go out and get Winberg. Domi slides over to the left side. Winberg plays the center through the middle. He works on all the power penalty kill lines, but we don't have that completely uncovered. You guys might think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna try to sign Alex Winberg. You know, he does want a 3-year deal, but 1 year at 3.75 to come in to be our second line center. Move Domi out to the left, so it's Domi, Winberg, Arvidsson. That could really work out. Then we still got Geeky, but I'm thinking of something for the third line as well. So I would like to get 3.75. Hopefully Winberg signs. You know, I was gonna go after Roslovic, but he's just you just still don't know. Like he's only fourth line. So if I move him up, how does that really hurt the chemistry of the team? I was gonna go after Anthony Duclair, but I was looking at it, and also at $3 million, no one's going after him. Yes, he's a little bit older, but he does work on all the penalty killing lines, and it would be a little bit of an overall boost, perfect for that bottom line, or the bottom six. Kyle Palmieri, two-way forward. It's funny how in past years he's went from a sniper to now a two-way forward, but I guess that happens when you get a little bit older. And I was also thinking of getting Vinny, because also all PK lines, and he does play center, so that could also help the third line. So, that's Nyquist. I could get Palmieri or Heino, and I was leaning more towards Heino because I know we can afford both getting Alex Winberg and him. So boost it up to 2.5 for 1 year. So that's about 5.2, 5.3 between those two. And hopefully those two can come in. And then I think that will be it. I think it would just be signing extra line people. Fans. Couple days. Alex Winberg signs with us. Beautiful. That helps. Then do we get Vinny? Vinny signs with us. Beautiful. Now let's go take a look at what this team has. I wish this really showed better. Let's just look at forward core and then go by overall. So beautiful. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. Top line, absolutely beautiful. All around the same age. A little bit longer of contracts. Then we got Domi, Winberg, Arvidsson. Beautiful. Not bad second line. Also not great, but depth. Then we got Milano, Geeky, Heino on that bottom line, top third line. Wow, words. Beautiful. Then you come down to the fourth line. You got Connor, Fermenton. You got Radish, who can be an extra skater. You know, he didn't do real well with us last year, coming in as an extra skater. So could it be a trade piece down the line? Then you got Sturm. Not bad. So we already got one extra skater in Radish, or do you do Connor? You know, he already played 82 games last year. Yes, 33 points. Not great. You know, so it could be one of those two. So you already have the fourth line, left winger, and Fermenton. You got Sturm. Now, do I go out with the extra $3 million and get a solid either third line center, then move Geeky down to fourth line, but he doesn't like that? Or do I go out, Sturm can be that extra centerman, so it can be Radish and Sturm as the reserve players, and we go out and secure that fourth line center spot. This team is coming out tremendous. Yes, the goalie is weak, but he already simulated well, and I want to give him another chance and put a great team out in front of him. Our defenders, I know, are good, as you can see here. Does that 83 overall really help him? And if not, we go out and maybe, hey, we use him as a trade piece and one of our players who has $2 million to then go out and get a goalie for a year. You know, if we're really doing bad, do we go out and then, you know, get another guy? All right. Just looking through players real quick. This might be our fourth line guy. Travis Boyd. Penalty kill. It's not completely unlocked. As it shows, it's not completely unlocked, but it does show fourth line. So he's possibly fourth line and possible, not all penalty kills, but he could work on the penalty kill. So this could absolutely work. He could be our fourth line guy. Add a little bit more depth. I could have gone out and got Taze again, but you know, with us, like, it didn't work out. I mean, yes, it did work out, but it didn't work out at the same time because he was on the penalty kill. And in the playoffs, it started out great for those first 2 games, and it just absolutely, you know, shit the bed. So that could be our last that could be our last NHL signing, and then from, you know, just here on out, it could be just getting like a couple guys for the AHL team, like Kapanen maybe. Kapanen. I might get a winger. We got a grinder. Help toughen up the AHL team. Yeah. Right, get an extra 3. All right. Let's see who we get. Not. We just have to see if Seattle matches his contract. They most likely won't. Boyd, welcome to the team. This team is set. Dominic, just an extra defenseman. Kapanen, extra forward for the AHL team. Is that it? Did I sound a right winger? No, I don't think so. Alright. Well, I'm just going to sim to the start of preseason. Finish out that. But this is what the team is set up. Forwards, here we go. Once again. Rantanen, Reinhart, Gensel, Domi, Wenberg, Arvidsson, Milano, Heino, Geeky, Boyd, Connor, and Formenton. Then you got Radish and Sturm as, you know, 6 and 7. And then you got Ish that we can call up if anything else happens. Yeah. Then defense, you got Brett, Miller, Middleton, Romanov, Schilling, Boquist, Bjornfurt, hell, Valimaki and Wisniewski down there. You got Lindmark. You know, you got a few players down there, and then goalies, Joel himself, and Dostal, and then Preem. And you know, these 2 guys, yes, they're bad overalls, but I want to see how they grow. I'm curious because I've always done where you sign a player, and if he's not like a 60 or 65 overall, you don't touch him. You just let him go to play wherever. But that could be hurting growths. I want to see. I'm curious. But I'm just going to sim right to next season. Going into this year, this is pretty much the lineup for the team. I don't have a captain because I want to see who really takes the team, takes it up another notch. I could give it to Reinhart. I could give it to Gensel. I think I gave it to Gensel last year. Rantanen, I could give it to him, highest rated player. I could give it to Miller. But I just want to see who really takes this team, who really makes an impact. It would be cool. Make some storylines out of it. Just looking through the AHL team, I'm going to leave Bjornfurt down there and, you know, bring up Valimaki because, you know, Valimaki was down there last season and, well, he's a little bit older. I'd like to give him another shot in the NHL. I mean, he was on Arizona, so. And Bjornford, he's a two-way defender, so I think he would help out Wisniewski. And Wisniewski, a lot of it's kind of sucky to say, but defensive defensemen in this game, like especially computer-generated ones, they just don't get as high overalls. They just don't grow as better as two ways and defensemen. So hopefully he grows. This is what the AHL team's looking like. Not bad. Itch also grew to a 78, so absolutely, if anybody gets injured and we need to call somebody up, we'll call him up. And I mean, he's not above an 80 overall, so I don't think a team will grab him. But this is what it's looking like through and through. And Dostal even got up to an 82 overall, so that's good. So we're gonna go ahead and lines, best lines in the AHL, yeah. NHL, let's get to NHL. Let's hit best lines. All right, lineups are set. I sent the scouts out. I'll show you the lines, and this might, no matter what, honestly, I think this might be the coach's last season, even if we do good, because I'm only getting X factors on the first line because, or I'm only getting +5 because they all have gold X factors. Second line, some of them actually like playing on the second line. Third and fourth line, these players aren't gelling with this coach, and same thing with the D lines and all that. This coach is not gelling with all these players that I have right now. So honestly, I think this might be his last season anyway. But the penalty kill, on one hand, great. Also, Brett, for some reason, I think honestly he got a X factor, a couple X factors. I don't think he had these last year. Quick pick and relentless. Honestly, I don't think he had those last year. And once again, I backed out. I don't think he had those last year. So, we have a defenseman with some X factors. Amazing. So, first penalty kill +4, amazing. +2 on the second one, none on the third. But hey, at least it's not a minus. Geeky's doing good, Boyd's doing good, and Vinny's doing good. So our PK, thumbs up. Power play, on the other hand, once again, I only have a +4 on this power play because of the X factors. Any of the other players I try to put in here, they just don't work with it. They're not gelling with this coach. Second line, I have to double up and put Reinhart and Rantanen in here, because if I didn't and I just have these players, like a second line of players in here and all that, it is a -5. Like, what the hell? Like, why? So even if I put one of these in here, it's still like a -4. So I double up with Reinhart and Rantanen on the power plays, just because. So Miller has some power play time. Boquist, he grew to an 82. Amazing. I hope he continues growing. That's why he's on the first power play. I want to give him some time, and depending on how it goes, I might put Miller back on there, because those two are of our best offensive defensemen. But Rantanen, so on the first one, Gensel is getting his shots in, so Rantanen's going to be the puck carrier, Reinhardt's going to be the passer, and then on the second power play, Reinhardt's still the passer, even though he can shoot, and then Rantanen is the scorer, and then Miller's the puck carrier. So that's how I have that set up. And then you get to the next power play, I had to split these two up. I mean, I can overload them, but our second power play just absolutely sucks. That's all I can say. I had to put Romanov on there, because if I didn't put anybody else on there, it would be a -5. Like, this coach is not working with any of the power plays, so I am most likely, well, like I said already, he's probably going to be the coach. Like, he's not going to be the coach after this season. Even if we have a good year, we have to find a coach that is going to give us good power plays and good penalty kills. I have to find that coach, but this is the team for the season. Like, again, not bad. We're just gonna sim through preseason. Like, we have the strongest team out there. I could bring up some of the younger guys to see if they work with this coach, but honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter because he's not going to be the coach of the future already. That I know. So we're just gonna get right to the regular season and sim the first few games. See how this team does. Obviously, just look at a couple of the stats just for stat looking. See how that goes, and then we'll end it there. Just a couple episodes or a couple games. Just to get the season kicked off. See how this team does. And then next episode, I will either finish this season or I will go up to the trade deadline so you guys can see. But I don't like splitting a season up into like 3 episodes. Honestly, I think a season should be just 2 episodes. But first half of the season, like going up to say like January, and then the next is that other half of the season. But I just want to show you like the start of this team. See how maybe we do good. Maybe if we're doing good, hell, we go up to the end of November. This would be a longer episode. But first game with this lineup, with this team, going up against Minnesota. Let's see. And I should have looked at, it's my bad from this off season, I should have looked at, see where like some of the top players go, but it'll be fun when we go look through stats, see where those players are. But first game, let's get a simulation going, see how we do against Minnesota. First period, they're on a power play, they don't score. Beautiful. Off to a great start. We're on a power play. Come on. We don't score. Hopefully this doesn't last. Honestly, I think it might be the coach. So let's just blame the coach at this point. Why not? But first period, done. 0-0 game. I mean, that's a good thing from Joel. 13 shots, hasn't let one in. Both teams had a power play. Second period, we're on a power play again. Don't do this, team. Come on. Okay, Fermenton gets the first goal of the season. We're on another power play. We got 3 power plays. Rantanen scores probably as it expires. Hartman scores on Joel with a few 6 minutes left. End of the second, we're on another power play. I just want to see here. Penalties. He scored with what? 8:34? 8:34. Yeah, he scored as soon as the power play ended. I mean, I'll take that. But he scored a second after the power play was over. So I mean, I'll take it kind of. But next period, third period, how we doing? Third goal, Mikko scores again. That's why I signed him. That's why I signed him, to score. All right, they gotta Kiprusoff scores on their power play. So we gave up 2-3 power plays and they scored already. It's the first game of the season. Not looking deep into it, but actually we took 3 penalties. Yeah, 3 penalties. That game we scored no power play goals. Technically we did. We scored 1. I'm saying we did. We scored 1. 1 second after. Rantanen 2 goals. Boyd with 2 assists. Yeah, that's cool. Fermenton. And then we got a bunch of other assists. I don't know why Tyler was out on the power play. Hopefully no one got hurt. But it's crazy. Yeah, that's cool. So 3-2 win in the first game of the season. Not bad. I still have auto rotate goalies off because I want to keep Joel in there. I want to give him as many games as possible. And when goalies are like the same overall or within 1 overall, the game seems to split the games between them like 50-50. But, well, we got a 3-game home stretch here. Devils, Ottawa, and Dallas. I love how I mixed them. Ruslan's hurt. Just replace him. Schilling is hurt with a concussion till October 16th. Not bad. Just replace him. It's okay. 4-2 win against the Islanders. We'll wait till he's fully healed. Get him in. All these injuries. 4-3 win against Ottawa. Boquist is injured, so I'll actually want to do this myself. So, Valimaki's not bad on that bottom line, so you know what? I might keep him there. Boquist is hurt, so Schilling, I'll switch you to. Why not? Not -1. +1. Okay. Well, I won't leave it like that. Valimaki, you're out of there. Schilling, get back on the bottom. And then Valimaki, I'll throw you in there. Why not? You just said it was a +1 game. This fucking game. I don't know what to say to it. Shootout. Okay, we got Arson. Okay. Let's put Miller in there. Alright, there we go. 6-4 win against the Devils, 5-1 loss against Dallas. So hey, we start off 4-1, not bad. We're going to Florida and Anaheim. That's crazy. Florida, 6-0 win, not bad. Anaheim 5-4 overtime loss. Pittsburgh, Sonny's hurt till January. Ooh, yes. Ooh, we're gonna have to edit this. Damn. So we got a long-standing injury till January. Damn. Tyler. Tyler. It's not gonna show me where. Damn. That's why we have the depth players, right? I mean, second, he does better on the fourth. So what are we doing here? How's the fourth line doing? I don't want to split them up. They're doing great. Second line, they're also doing good. Connor, you know what? Radish, put you over there. A little bit of micromanaging here. Connor, we'll substitute you in there. Hey, we got a +1 to that line. That's good. That's really good. Valimaki's in there right now. But you know what? Connor. Two-way. You know, Connor? What's your passing like? Penalty kill. Tyler Boyd. Ostra. Radish. Hey, +2 on that one. I'll take it. And then third line. And we got a +1 here. Radish. You know what? Because Connor was in here. I know that. So we'll give it. But oh, he doesn't like that. You know what? No, I'll keep that. Tyler on there. Strength. Alright, so just a little line fumbling around, but hey, we got a +1 on the second line. That's good. I like that. So, I mean, that could help the sim. I mean, Connor and Geeky were already simulating well. I mean, probably because they had a score on that line, so hopefully Radish helps with that. Because, where is it? Milano, I mean, he only had a couple assists. Boquist, I know you're still injured, but Valimaki, you did good. He got a goal. Good for him. Probably on the power play. But let's get Boquist back in there. You know, he's going to help our power play. And the game, I love when it does that. It just keeps simming after you edit the lines. But hey, our first back-to-back losses technically to Pittsburgh. 4-3 loss, but first, second one of over regulation. Words. We're going up against Winnipeg next. 5-4 win. And then Rangers. No, he's injured. I'm not trading him. And 5-2 win against the Rangers. So after the first few games, I after the first 10 games. 7-2-1. I mean, hell, not bad. Not bad at all. I just want to see how our goalie's doing. I mean, 7-2-1. He's already doing good that way. Oh yeah, 7-2-1, but an 8.94 save percentage. That is not good. But we're winning games, so you know what? I'll take it up in another month and we'll leave it there so the stats can kind of like balance out. All right, next game, Chicago, LA, 6-1 loss, 7-6 loss, 2-1 win. Okay, back-to-back losses. If we have another back-to-back loss or even another one, I'll switch to goalies. We'll see. Go up to Arizona. A little road trip here. Just replace him. Damn. A 6-5 loss. We're going up against a 10-1-3 team. Alright. And the 3-2 win. You know what? I mean, I know he's doing good. I mean, we're 9-3-3. We're doing good. I want to see how Dostal does in net. How does he simulate for a couple games? It's early on in the season. 8-4-4. Joel, you gotta get that above 900, please. We're pretty much 500 in the last 10 games, so I kind of want to see how he sims, and I'll just do it from this screen. Columbus, a 4-3 loss. Vegas, a 2-1 win shootout, so a 1-1 game. I mean, that's good for him. Philly, how we doing? Best lines for Jacksonville. Philly have a 3-1 loss. All right, so if we lose here, I'm gonna switch goalies. 3-2 shootout loss. So this team's coming back down. It seems like we're just letting in a lot of goals. Dostal, I mean, it's not Dostal. I mean, he has a 9.23 save percentage, but only 1 win. I mean, better save percentage. Does Joel just simulate better with the team? I mean, I could be looking at stats right now, but I kind of want to get to the end of the month because the stats is only 19 games in. It's a little inflated still. Panthers a 4-2 loss. All right, we're coming back down. Come on, against Montreal, how we doing? Vinny's ready. I'll simulate one more game. A 2-1 win. Alright, I mean, it said he wasn't ready till the 26th. I don't want him to get re-injured. So, one more game. One more. Colorado, 3-2 win. Alright, now we got a tough opponent. We're going against Tampa Bay. Sturm, you probably did good. Yeah, you did good. Thank you. Let's get Vinny back in there. He's still injured, yes, but -2 on that line. Maybe I should have split them up. But no, how's this line doing? Damn, 16. How's that power? He's got 5 power play points, that's why, but damn. So he's 2 goals and 11 assists on this line. This third line, not bad. Second line, I just want a -7, so we need to figure out something there. And then first line, obviously, they're doing good. The second line's probably hurting us, but we got a tough game against Tampa. They're the leaders of our division so far. 7-4 win. That's good. Good job. Look at Mikko. Look at that. That's what we needed. All right, and then this is where I'm gonna leave it off. Vancouver. We need to beat them. 2-1 loss. Okay. We just lose to one of the worst teams in the league. All right. 2-1. This is where we are. Let's hit a quick save. You know what? I'm going to create a file because recently, when I overwrite files on my own, I come back and it's like a month behind. So, whatever. 13-6-5. So, 2 games above 500, really. Sam, 29 points. I want to take a look at how we're doing with team stats with 24 games in here. 13-6-1. Our division's getting a little tougher this year with the Bruins, but right now 3-3-3 goal scoring, not bad. 313 goals against, so that's a little bit less than last year so far. Power play, this is a big one. We're up at 20% now. I like that. 1 for 5. That is doing good. Penalty kills. Penalty kills is still a problem for some reason, even though I have pluses on there, so I don't know what's happening there. And also, for some reason, we don't like playing at home. So we're in the middle of the table here so far with our team in our division. But our top line here, almost 30 points, but 3rd point per game. That's what I needed. But also Guentzel, he's almost even with goals and assists now. And Sam Reinhart must be loving that line because he's just tossing. He's just getting apples. He's just tossing assists everywhere. He's loving that. 11 power play points, but they're pretty much split on power play goals. That's what I needed. Domi, hey, he's got a couple. He's sitting from the net, tipping them in there with that stick. You know, ding. I'm stupid. Geeky's up there at 12 points on that bottom line. It's this second line that is kind of hurting us right now. Why? What is happening here? Like, what's going on with this line? Do I need to split it up? Do I need to bring Geeky up? Have him be playing center? Send Wenberg down, or do I switch Domi? Like, I need to figure something out there. I'm not seeing any of our defenders up there, which is not good. Miller only has 9 points. He has a couple power play points, but a -5. You know what? I'm just gonna sort it by forward first. But yeah, Wenberg, Arvison's down there. Boyd doing good on that 4th line. That 4th line is doing solid. I like it. I mean, -3, but he's also on the PK, so I'm not gonna put it past him. Sturm came in for a couple games, got a couple points, no plus minus. How we doing on hits? Who's throwing the body on our team? Domi and Rantanen's throwing bodies. Nice. Fights. No fights on the team? Damn. Who's doing good on takeaways? Who's doing good? Wenberg. Not bad. Reinhart, Rantanen. No, not bad. Guentzel's giving the puck away a little too damn much. But, not bad. Let's go to D. Miller and Romanov are top with Brett, but Miller's a -5. I mean, it might be the PK that he's on that's probably giving him a -5. But Romanov, Boquist, I mean, he was injured for a couple games, but I don't like how you only got 1 power play point. You're on the top power play line. Do I switch Miller and put Boquist on the 2nd? That might be a move, but I don't want to touch our power play because they're clicking. So, defenseman doing good. Goalies here. Dostal's 1-1-1, but at 9.23 save percentage. I'm liking that. Joel, 12-5-4 with a sub 900. What's happening there? Any rookie skaters for us? No. Dostal's a rookie goalie. All right. We'll just take a quick look around the league just for stats. 20 games in. What's going on? Sydney leading the league. That's funny. Forsberg's there. Malgin's there. That's funny. Kucherov, Kopitar. Where'd Brad go? Winnipeg. All right. Hughes. Andrea. All right. Goals leader. Terry. Isn't he a play two-way? Okay. All right. Rantanen's up there 3rd. See, that's what I needed. I wanted a top scorer. I mean, look, he already has 117 shots too. Top assist, Reinhart. So we almost have the top goal scorer and we have the top assist leader. Goalies, who's the top one? Darcy Kemper. All right. UC Saros. I'm glad to see him simulating well so far. But look, Joel's up there. He could probably even have more wins. He probably would have 2 less. He would probably have 4 more wins if that save percentage was even, say, a 910 or even a 901. Plus, that's what I say. But, all right. I'm leaving this episode here. Couple games in, 24 games in. Next episode, I'll probably either sim up to the trade deadline or past it to the end of the season. just so I don't have to keep breaking up these seasons into 3 episodes and keep you guys locked in. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate it very much. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I would love to see you guys in the next episode. This team is just starting to heat up. We got Rantanen. We have a chance. Enjoy the rest of y'all's day. I'll see you. Peace.